Hey, I am going to be talking about why do friends and family not support me and some of the reasons why this may be true. So I'm Jo, the face behind here. I'm going to be sharing you with a little few reasons why this happens, and you might be surprised of the answer. So why are friends and family not respecting or supporting my choice of what I'm doing? So I started this a long time ago, as I've always said on here, and I have been quite lucky. I've not really had many people not support me. My parents have always been very supportive in anything that I want to do. They don't criticise anything I do, so I've always been quite lucky in this one. But I know that from being on here, I've had some very nasty comments, especially when who here has posted in like selling groups and things like that, and got that person who then decides to troll your feed and can be quite nasty, and it's quite off-putting, and it can really be upsetting. If that has been you, please pop me a one below and let me know what experiences you have had with that, because I know I myself have had some not very nice experiences with people trolling me on here and being quite nasty, and I've always thought that that was something that I was doing wrong and something to do myself. So one of the first things, I'm going to go through a few points here about how you can change how that affects you. So one of the things is internally, when these people have done these things, that's not a reflection on you, that's them. That's a reflection on their behaviour, not your behaviour. So what you need to do is you need to stop believing in yourself and changing your mindset and stop second guessing yourself. Because there will be people out there that won't like the way you work, they won't be interested in what you're doing, and they're just going to be, there are some very nasty people out there, and that sort of thing. Like when you post something in a selling group, and we've all been there, we've had these people that then decide to troll us and tell us how pathetic what we're doing is, and like everything. Like do you think they then, think of a shop like Sainsbury's. Do you think these people go on Sainsbury's posts and tell them how pathetic they are doing Sainsbury's things? This is a reflection on them and not a reflection on you. So you need to try and stop. I'm looking at my notes if you wonder why I'm keep. So you need to stop thinking that it's something you've done wrong. A lot of people, how they behave is a reflection on them, and usually not anything that you've done wrong. If you've done something and you've done it in your best intentions, then that isn't. So that's what I was going to say. It's not your fault. There have been some very dishonest people in these schemes, and people have become foul of them. For instance, I've been caught up in a few things where at the time I thought they were great, but it turns out it was just people hopping from one to another. There's some big leaders that have let everything down for us. There's something come up in the corner. So some people have let us down in this industry, and some of that hate is then taken out on yourself when you're trying to help people and when you're doing it the right way. It's a symptom, unfortunately it's a symptom of what this industry has created. There haven't been very good practices taught to people. People have been like in people's inboxes trying to sell them things and be a bit full on, and also, like I said, there's been some good leaders, not good leaders, they obviously weren't good leaders, but there's been people that have come across as quite good leaders, and then people have become foul of these. And like I said, for instance, something I got involved with a long time ago, who remembers them, like Bitcoin, it's quite a good industry. It is a real thing, but there was a company that was set up and it was trying to sell Bitcoin, and if you went into it, a great business. So I got myself involved in it because I was looking at what everyone else was doing and I thought, oh, that looks brilliant. Turns out it wasn't brilliant. It all fell down, and it was just those thank you, Claire, you're doing a great job as well. So it was sort of that people were trying to take advantage of people, and it's not the way it is. With these things, what you're going to find is there isn't any easy solution. It's not an easy job. You've got to work hard, and you've got to develop yourself. You've got to treat it like a real business, and you've got to work how real businesses work, and that is what I'm learning here. And it's about building systems and supporting people. It all takes time. You're not going to join one of these companies and it's not going to happen overnight, and your friends are probably not going to be very supportive. If they are, then good. I've got some good supportive friends who will help me out and like to see what I'm up to, but I know not everyone has this. But you don't really need your friends to build this. It's not, the new way of my working isn't contact everybody you know. It's about going to the people that want to see what you've got to show them and them then coming to you. So you're not going to be chasing everybody and going out there. So you need to start operating like a real business would. So what do real businesses do? They don't, well, they do. You've got that messenger system that some of them contact, but they always ask your permission, don't they? Before they start sending you out all these messages, they ask your permission. They don't just send random messages to you. You don't go in your inbox and get a message from, I'll use Sainsbury's again, unless you've looked at something that Sainsbury's do. You don't get a random message from them. So that's what I mean by it's about going out there and finding your people and your network and people that are going to be interested in what you've got. So that's really what I wanted to cover in this. I just wanted to cover that a lot of the negativity that we face and we get is not because of something we've done wrong. It's because of experiences that these people have had with previous companies where they've been ripped off or their partner's been ripped off or they see the bad in what we do. But if you're running what you do like a business, like I said, Sainsbury's do get haters. I keep using Sainsbury's. I've got no affiliation with Sainsbury's. Could be Tesco's, could be anywhere. But people usually, unless they get a complaint, they don't go to Sainsbury's. How dare you do this to us and everything. So a lot of the negativity that you are getting from friends and family is because they're scared for you. They're scared that what you're doing isn't gonna work. They're just trying to protect you. A lot of people are protecting you. So if you do get negativity from friends and family, don't take it personally. It's not personal. It's just something that they've got a concern for you. And at the end of the day, if people aren't going to support you, then just ignore it. Just ignore it, basically. So if you've got some value from what I've spoken about here today, then please do #value below. I love for you to share this if you know somebody who's been getting a lot of negativity from people and they need to hear about why this is happening. It's not our fault. The reason we get these people is not our fault. This is because there are nasty, dishonest people in this industry that just want to create the pyramid scheme. They want to use this as none of this is pyramid schemes. This is building a business, because a lot of people that do just recruit loads of people at once, they will eventually lose all their recruits because they're not giving them value. They're not creating what these people want to hear. They're just grabbing onto them. Another number ticked off on their list, and that is what is giving us a bad name. So don't be one of them people. Don't be one of those people that are just out to grab people for being for numbers. It's not a numbers game. You can create a good, stable business in this industry by just having a few people. You do not need 1,000 people. You just need people that want to invest in themselves. They want to learn how to grow their business, and they want to become something better. You don't have to put a lot of time in this. I'm going to be doing my next video. I'm going to be covering. I'm just rubbing my pen if you're wondering what that noise is. I'm rubbing it on there. So you don't need to have a big team. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something with, I had a big issue with this time management. So I think tomorrow I'm going to cover how you can create more time in your life. I'm not on here every day. I do have a job as well that I have to live by. I know some of you are a lot more busier than me and do a lot more long hours. But I'm just going to tomorrow cover some of the ways that I've been creating more time to get things done. I've got more time than ever. And how to be in the moment with things. So when you're working in a business, being in the moment, and when you're at home with family, being in the moment with family, because these are all important times and you want to be 100% where you are, and I'm going to be covering that tomorrow. So I hope you got value from this. It was just a bit to cover about why your friends and family may not support you. It's not personal, it's nothing personal, but you need to believe in yourself, because once you start believing in what you're doing, these people will start believing in it, and they'll be like, well, she's still going, she's still doing it, there must be something in it. Yeah, I've not grown a big business up till now, but what I have grown and what I've started to look at is all the things that I have achieved. I've achieved good friends on here. I've got some really good people that I'm really close to, who I've got to know over the years. They know who they are, and that's an achievement, isn't it? I just think you've got to look at your little processes, and I tell you what, the new way of me working has made me feel less frustrated. It's got me on here. It's made me not feel like, when I don't have any interaction, I don't feel like I'm the worst thing ever, because I'm learning that a lot of it isn't about you, it's about them, and it's about how other people are feeling. And that's why I wanted to cover today about why people have got hatred towards what we do. And it's not personal, it's just maybe they've had a bad experience with it, maybe they've read things that aren't accurate, maybe they've had people that have had no interest in them as a person and they've been ripped off. But there are some people that have been dragged into these schemes and been very helpful with people, and they've got into it unwillingly. And these people who I got involved with, especially the Bitcoin thing, are still around. They've not disappeared. They weren't just here. They were genuine people. So, like I said, don't just follow the bit. I've done about this, didn't I? About the golden. I've got another video on this. Golden object syndrome, and that might be worth having a watch of. Golden object syndrome. So I just wanted to cover here about why people have got negative attitude towards what we do, and it's not necessarily our own fault. And if you can take a little bit of time to understand why this might be, a lot of this hatred won't affect you. Just ignore them. At the end of the day, if it's on here, it doesn't matter, does it? It's only a platform. You can just block these people and it will be fine. Trust me. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back again shortly, and like I said, the next one I'll be doing is time management and how you can create more time in your industry. And thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.